So, first of all, big shout out to SPS Parts. Fantastic. Great little company to deal with. Fantastic. So, this is the company that I bought the original 3140 tractors workshop manual. It's not in the best condition, however, it is rescuable. You can probably make out that it is a must, to be honest. Yes, we can all go on YouTube and watch other people doing it, but if you can get your hands on these books, guys, it's well worth doing. The simple reason being it's got absolutely everything that you need to try and achieve what I want to achieve, really. So I'm currently just having a flick through very carefully. As you can see, typically back in the day, nobody knew that these were going to be worth what they're worth now. You know, a good conditioned book would cost you probably 150 to nearly 200 pounds if it was in pristine condition. But these books are a Bible, an absolute Bible. They're a must, an absolute must. So the way that I'm going to try and do it is, as I work through the tractor, I will take the relevant photographs that I need on my tablet, and then I'll create a folder on there, and then basically I'll have a digital copy, really, because you know what these cameras are like these days. They're really good, aren't they? Let's face it, we're just walking around with laptops. So this particular bit is engine lubrication system, how it works. Goes through absolutely everything. Just don't be lazy when it comes to reading it, okay, because this is important information. This is the cooling system for the tractor, how it works. Again, I'm not teaching anyone to suck eggs. Got fuel air intake systems, gives you everything you need to know about that. But the reason why I'm opening up at the moment is just because I thought I just wanted to try and find, so that's the electrical systems. The diagrams and the electrics are huge in that arena. Look how thick that is. That's nearly 1.5 inches thick. And in there I've got absolutely everything that I need to know about electrics, including pull-out diagrams. And the amazing part about this whole book is, see these wiring diagrams, they're in pristine condition because they've not been pulled out. See what I mean? So we are looking, and I'm trying to do this as carefully as I can because I'm going to be speaking to a friend of mine who rescues books, basically, and you know, there's the possibility that I'd like to try and get this rescued. So this is the original, stuffed away, and we've got there's all sorts of plans in place, but we got everything from the diff. So basically, I'm just having a so that's your independent PTO, putting it together, your tolerances, everything you need. That's starting in the cab underneath the floor plate that I showed you in the earlier video. So and again, it's a massive learning. It's a mass of learning. But yeah, I'm looking for, obviously, I'm looking for the hydraulic system, steering pump, everything you need to know about it, hydrostatic steering, you know, replenishing it, refix it, you name it. Obviously, like I said, you know, I'll try and get this repaired, to be honest. It is doable. It's a classic fitter's book, I'll give it that. And I've got an operator's book upstairs, which is like brand new. So it gives you internals of your gearbox, your PTO. It gives you, you know, here on this is the 2-wheel drive model with the 4-wheel drive pack would be here that I was telling you about in the video. You know, and there's a bit of a better diagram over it. Obviously hydraulic brakes, which is what I've got. Again, I've checked those; they're not leaking, thankfully. So yeah, it's I'm just going to try and find that selective control valve. Here we go. Hydraulic system. That's your main hydraulic pump at the front that I showed you, obviously making noises in preparation in case we've got to repair it, but it's all here. It shows you, goes through the removal, gives you your intake, outtake. Obviously there's two pumps on the tractors. There's one internally, which is your lift, your pickup pump basically. This is obviously everything that I need. So basically I want to be able to take photographs of this on my iPad I should say, not iPad but my Samsung whatever pad, and then that's my workings, that's everything that I need. So I'm not saying that is the issue at the moment, but it is in preparation. It's all here, got the information, part numbers, you name it. What I am trying to find at the moment is our main block, because there will be diagnosis and repair information there, so just bear with me. So, rate of drop adjustment, that's the piece that I'm missing inside the cab, and this will obviously work its way into our selective control valves, which is the box that I was showing you that we were pulling off ready. There you go. So there's our internals. Obviously it's I can't remember how many's there now without looking at the photograph, but it goes through. So basically I'm fairly certain that it's potentially the lower pipe that's leaking, or one above, but this goes through exactly what's in there, and there's obviously the block that's in its entirety. See what I mean? It's a Bible. So again, this is just stuff that I'm looking and listing. Is it a quick fix? Is it a simple fix? I don't know. These are photographs that we need to take because we're going to work on these. As I said, we'll go through. So we'll start at the engine side to start with. There's not a lot to do there. Touch wood, not a lot to do, other than the fact that we've got to get the pump. So basically, because I'm going to be taking the radiator and and everything out, because I need to get access to change the belt, and we'll get down to the pump drive, it's at that point that we need to make the decision. Is this, there's nothing worse than pulling all that apart and then finding out that actually there is an issue with the hydraulic pump, and then you've got to take it all out again to fix it. So it's at that point when we're all stripped out and ready to go that we start making decisions on certain things, and it's well worth doing. It is well worth doing. But if you can get your hands on these technical manuals for those tractors, it is worth doing. But be prepared; they are a lot of money, and that I don't want to really say how much I paid for this, but I'm speaking with somebody at the moment who potentially we might be able to rescue this.